So, the video that I was going to make was originally going to be about ragebait. I think I took it a little too seriously, or I think, just God took it a little too seriously, because as I was in the middle of me recording it, it just randomly stopped, like, a minute through, of the video, so I have to start over now. But I'm not gonna, like, freak out. I'm fine. But if you couldn't already tell, I'm sick. So, like, if you see me going off camera to grab a tissue, that's why. But, I'm just gonna be talking about ragebait and also my last, 72 hours. 48 hours. I don't know. Just the last few days. Anyway, so, most recently, the thing that rage baited me was not currently, but I was in the process of painting a teacup for something. I'm painting it purple, and you can see my fingers, but, so I was painting it. It took me a really long time. I did this intricate design for it. It was gonna be, like, Rapunzel, Tangled themed, and so I'm going in with Mod Podge on the last coat of it, and the paint starts peeling off the teacup, which, like, that was kind of my last straw, because I'd already been, like, messing up the entire teacup the whole time. So then I just got up and I was like, I need to calm myself down. So I got up and I am now doing this. So, yeah, so, but, the last few days have been, like, good, not bad, but, like, just kind of they weren't even that crazy. They were just, like, slightly eventful compared to everything else in my life. Anyway, so I guess I'll just tell you about that. So, but the second thing that rage baited me, the third, at least in this, whatever. Next thing that rage baited me was, this is, like, the dumbest thing. This isn't even rage bait. I'm just, like, sensitive. But, no, this is so dumb. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not going to cry. Whatever. But just another thing rage baited me, and I'm not going to risk posting this online because it would be really embarrassing. Anyway. Anyway. But yeah. Next thing, this wasn't rage bait. Next thing, I'm just going to, like, talk about stuff that happened. My friend was bringing me Sonic, because she had off-campus lunch, and she just called me and she was like, Lainey, I just got in a car crash at Sonic drive-thru. Which she was fine, like, it was all okay, like, it wasn't anything bad, but it was just kind of really funny, which, like, I know I shouldn't be laughing at something as serious as a car crash, but, like, it wasn't like she totaled her car, it was, like, a slight little bump, but it was kind of funny. So, yeah, next eventful thing that happened, well, I'm thinking of, like, I was debating my digital footprint, but you know what, it doesn't even matter, because I don't really care. But, basically, so, I think all of my videos, actually, have at least once mentioned this person, this guy, specifically, and so I'm going to talk about him again, because it was kind of, like, going downhill, but now we're kind of, like, up again, I think. Hold on, let me go wipe my nose real quick. Okay, I'm good. Anyway, sorry. Tangent, that's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. So yeah, well, we're kind of back up again, and so the story behind that is that it's, like, a good story. It's a good-ass story. Bro, okay? Okay, basically, so we're in music together, right? So usually my parents take a long time to pick me up from music. I don't know why I'm saying this, but anyway, so I was, like, there kind of late, and so also, this is, like, 8 p.m. at night, by the way, just for context, but, so it's late, and he's still there, too, because he likes to practice on the drums in one of the practice rooms. So it's about to be his birthday. Actually, the day that I'm filming this, it is his birthday. But I was like, I knew that it was about to be his birthday. So I went in there. I was like, I'm just going to pop in, say hi, wish him happy birthday, then I'm going to leave, right? I was really nervous to do this, by the way. I was like contemplating it for like a good minute before I did it. Maybe 2 minutes. Not the point. But so then I was like, okay, let me just like go do it. So I did. I was like, hey, it's almost your birthday, like happy birthday, whatever. And I wasn't expecting it to go that far. Just because, like, you know, for the past few weeks, we haven't really been, like, I don't know, talking that much. So I was like, I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'll just try anyway. So I did. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really fucking glad, because he continued the conversation, like, to the point where I was like, whoa, like, I didn't know we were doing this, but, like, I'm happy. So we were just talking about birthdays and stuff, and then we kept talking, and then he was like, Lainey, why don't you come sit down in the practice room with him? So I was like, yeah, sure. I was, like, so chill. When I didn't even respond, I just came in and sat down. But, like, in my mind, I was like, I wish I could, like, put some crazy editing, because I was going insane. I was like, so yeah, then I came in and I sat down with him, and we were there for actually, like, a long time. I mean, in total, I think it was, like, 45 minutes that we were sitting there and talking. So yeah, so talking, whatever. Then my mom texted me, sorry. Then out of nowhere, just unprompted, I'm sitting at the piano, by the way. He's over there on the drum. Like, I need to, like, create a diagram of this. Okay, perfect. Okay. So this is the room. This is the door. This is the keyboard. This is the drums. I'm sitting over here at the keyboard. He's over here at the drums. Then just unprompted, out of nowhere, he comes and sits right next to me. We're, like, brushing shoulders, you know? So I'm, like, gagged. I'm like, oh my god. So then we just sat and played piano together for a little while and talked. And I was kind of going insane, but it was, like, kind of, like, so cinematic, because I was just, like, sitting next to him, and I was just, like, watching him, like, play the piano, and I was like, wow. But yeah, this is kind of embarrassing, but no, it's not. Who am I? Okay, sorry. But yeah, so then we played piano for a little bit, and then my band leader came in to us, like, right next to each other, and this, like, whatever. He came in, he's like, guys, if y'all are gonna stay, I gotta go. So, like, he teaches us how to do the little alarm thing for because, you know, music school, so it's like, whatever. Anyway, so he teaches us how to do the alarm thing, so whenever we leave, we can, like, be all good and stuff like that. So yeah. So then we stay for a little bit longer. He gets a call from his dad, and his dad is like, oh, like, when do you want me to pick you up? At this point, it's, like, maybe 8:20. And he's like, do you want me to come now? Do you want me to come? And he's like, and then he's like, Dad, so leave the house at 8:30. Trust me. Like, I got stuff to do. So I was like, you have stuff to do? Like, okay, wait, not like that. But he's basically saying he wants to, whatever. Anyway, so then we stay in the room, and at this point we've migrated to the drums, so we're drumming. He's teaching me how to drum, because I've never played drums before. So, well, yes, I have. That's a lie. But, like, I haven't ever had a lesson for it, and he's the drummer, so he's kind of, like, teaching me stuff. And yeah. So then, this was, like, the kicker. So then we were doing that for a little bit, and he eventually it's like time to go. So it's been like 45 minutes at this point. And his parents are here, my parents are here, so it's like, we gotta wrap things up. So he starts turning off the lights, or he's like about to, and he's like quoted this is actually really funny. He quoted Mean Girls. He quoted Katie. He was like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" I was like, "What? No, I'm not." Girl, we all know that's a fucking lie. But no, wait. Yes, wait. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm normal. I promise I'm normal. I have normal crushes. It's just like, anyway. And I was like, "No, I'm not. Like, whatever. Like, shut up." And he's like, "Do you know what I'm quoting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mean Girls, Regina." And he's like, "No, I'm quoting Katie." And I'm like, "Who are you to correct?" Whatever. Anyway, you get it. He's like, and then he was like, "Oh, like, you're like in love with me or something." And that was when he was quoting Regina. And I was like, "Oh, like, great quote." Yeah. So yeah, let me be normal. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, so then he turns off the lights. We're leaving, and but like as I don't know why I'm like over explaining the most simple things, but like he's turned off the lights, so like we're in the room and it's like dark, completely like blackout. And he's like 7 minutes in heaven, and he's like, I'm joking." I was like, "Are you sure?" I didn't say that. I was like, I just like kind of side-eyed him, and I was like, and then laughed, and then we left, and then I went home, and then I freaked out about it for like another 2 days. But yeah. Oh, one more thing. Well, I have my phone right here, but basically, today is his birthday, right? Yesterday, though, it was like 12 a.m. and I was awake, so I was like, I'll just text him happy birthday now. So I texted him, or I messaged him a voice note of me saying happy birthday with one of those party blowers goes, "Woo," you know what I'm saying. And then he goes, "Where'd you get one of those?" And I said, "In my house." He said, "You just have one of those hanging around?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's practical." And he said, "Yeah, I guess. Thank you." I said, "You're welcome." And that was it, which is like not much, but I actually did the party blower thing on purpose because I was like, that's gonna get more of a response out of him than just saying happy birthday, if you know what I mean. And it did. It worked, so plan successful, I guess. What else happened? I feel like I only really used this time to talk about #him, which I feel like I should create a name for him since I talk about him so much, and I feel like I need to have more like context than just like using pronouns, or saying like this person, this guy. So yeah, I might do that next video. But yeah, that's all I have. This is a really long video. I think this is the longest video I've ever done. Okay, but yeah, so bye guys.